So today on Domestic Dad, we are going to make Snickers coffee creamer, again, to add to our awesome toasted vanilla coffee creamer that you saw in my last video. So just to add a little more warmth and more excitement to our daily cup of coffee that we all love to enjoy and excited to have first thing. All right, so just to go quickly over our ingredients that we're going to have this morning. We have our Snickers bar. We are all right, so we're gonna go through our ingredients that we're gonna make for our Snickers coffee creamer. We have the star of the show, these Snickers. We are going to chop this up. Again, we are gonna find some peanuts in those coffee creamers, but hopefully we're able to dice them up small enough where that is not noticeable in our drink. If you have kids, having little things enter your coffee tend to happen every once in a while, but we're going to plan for that today. We have some sweetened condensed milk. We're only going to use about 1 to 2 tablespoons rather than our previous video where we use the whole thing. Again, we're just trying to thicken it up so that it's easier to drink and use in our coffee creamer. We got 1.5 cups of our coffee, or half and half. Again, I'm using A2, but you can use whatever you would like, either whole milk or regular half and half. Again, whatever is preferable for your diet. We have some good old vanilla extract, and then we're going to use a little pinch of salt, just again to brighten up the flavors to make sure that it is very tolerable, and that all the great flavors of Snickers gets brought out in our coffee creamer. So again, we have a saucepan over here. We have that over medium to low heat. We're going to start to bring that up. We are going to place our half and half in the saucepan. Again, we want to bring that up to a boil, have it a little hot there. Hopefully I didn't ruin it, but we're going to bring that up to a gentle simmer, and then we're going to start to dice up our coffee creamer, our Snickers, while we wait for that to get up to our temperature. Again, we just want to give it a little stir, just to make sure that it's ready to go, and that we're not sticking to. All right, so we have our Snickers, we have our knife. We're going to give this a couple rough chops to start off with, just to start to break down that Snickers bar. Again, we want to use about 1 of these, but if you really enjoy that Snickers taste, then we can add a little bit more. But again, we want to cut this up, trying to make sure it's nice and small, so that when all the caramel and the chocolate start to break down in that sauce, we don't really have to feel or taste that texture in our mouth of the peanuts. So again, we got this nicely chopped. We're gonna give this a nice good old chop down and making sure that it is already starting to break down when we start to add it to our saucepan. And again, just some good old chops throughout this process. And again, just to make sure that those peanuts do start to break down, and we don't really get a lot of them when we start drinking our coffee. So we're going to take this, we're going to slide it into our saucepan, and we're going to make sure we get all that goodness in there, and then we're going to start to break that again. We're going to stir this for about 3 to 5 minutes, so that it gets that good flavor of Snickers. And as this starts to break down for the next 3 to 5 minutes, it's going to be phenomenal tomorrow morning. All right, so we're letting this reduce down. Again, it's going to take a little bit of time. We just want to take our spatula or spoon and make sure we give that a good roll around so that we're not burning any of that half and half into our creamer and making it yucky. So again, we're just trying to reduce this. Keep it going at a low temperature, so that it's going to be really lovely. Give that nice, awesome taste from the Snickers. And then we're going to add, again, as much as you want or as little as you want. We want to give us a little splash. We're going to do about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of some vanilla. We're going to add a little bit more because our household loves vanilla. That way it gives it that nice taste. And then we have our sweetened condensed milk. Again, this is going to be about 1.5 tablespoons, so that we can thicken it up, so it tastes phenomenal. And we're going to add a little bit more from here from the can that we have, so that it's all ready to go. And then we're going to take that and start to stir and make sure that it is nice and smooth. Again, look at that color. Okay, it's doing that milk taste that we all love and enjoy from a nice, good chocolate milk. But again, this is going to give it that extra punch with that Snickers taste in it. Okay, and we're going to let that go for a little bit longer. Make sure that reduces. Oh my goodness, already tasting so good. All right, so we have had our cream mixture reduced. It's going to incorporate all of those awesome flavors. Again, we just want to add a quick little pinch of some Celtic sea salt, just again to make sure that the Snickers flavor is really brought out and is able to be enjoyed and tasted. We have it in the morning. Again, just a little pinch, just to make sure we brighten it up. A little brush off the shoulder to give us some luck. But again, we have our container right here. We have a funnel. We found a funnel today, just so that we don't make sure we drop any of that delicious Snickers flavor. Okay, this is also a great point that if you wanted to not have that peanut flavor, just adding a paper towel so that we can catch the peanuts, so that it does not get to ruin our coffee in the morning if you do have those texture issues. So just be mindful of that. Again, we're going to go ahead and pour this in. Sorry for the view. It's probably not what you want. Got the microwave in the way. Just trying to do our best with the limited space that we have. So we're going to pour this into our container. Keep it nice and steady and careful. Alright, and then we're going to give that little tap, put that in our sink, and then we're going to seal it up, place in the fridge. Again, this should last about a week in the fridge, but the more you drink it, the better it will be. So again, this is going to be our variety flavor. We're going to start to get the more different, more options that will be tasty during the holiday season, great for Halloween, and then any type of chocolate lover as well will really enjoy this Snickers flavor. Okay, better luck next. I hope you all enjoy this coffee creamer. I hope to catch you soon here at Domestic Dad.